Well, good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, whatever your current life situation is. Hello, YouTube. This is Jeffrey Kite back again with another episode of Kite's Curiosities, but this is a special day, isn't it, Olivia? You can see her right over here in the corner. It is Free Comic Book Day. That's right, folks, National Free Comic Book Day, and I am blessed beyond measure to live and work in an area that is within shouting distance of, I don't know how many stores it is. I think it's 5 or 6 different comic book stores we're going to be visiting today. It's going to be a lot of fun. There'll be some giveaways. I don't know what all we'll film. I don't even know what all we're going to find. I do have my pick list, the idea of the free comic books that I want to pick up. But as always, you don't want to just get the free stuff and leave. These comic book shops, it costs them some money to put on these events, and the whole idea is to draw you in and gain you as a new customer with comic books, either to reignite the passion you once had as a child reading comic books, or to ignite a passion to read comic books as a child. And it's just such a wonderful event. I love seeing all the faces and the joy of these kids getting free books, and parents buying books and showing them some of the old stuff that they had when they were growing up. It's just a wonderful day to spend with your family. So we are first headed to our number one stop, and it is Titan Games and Comics in Smyrna, Georgia. Let's get down there and see what they got. Livia, you ready for the adventure?
Yeah!
Woo-hoo-hoo! All right, so first stop, Titan Comics and Games. Let's see what they got inside here. Been a rainy day here in Smyrna, but I anticipate some good finds coming up. All right. The beauty of Titan Comics, why I love coming here, they let you get 5. Most places only let you get 3, but Titan lets you get 5. Here's all the ones. We'll do a review. Y'all can go on the internet and see what all they offer. So here's the green labels. There's the blue labels right there on that table. And then the red labels are in the back over there. So, awesome shop.
Unfortunately, my job is my hobby, which probably isn't a very good hobby.
If you are ever in Smyrna, Georgia, y'all need to come out here to Titan Comics. Wonderful, wonderful place. Good people. Lots to look at, lots of selection here. They even have free posters. We're gonna go through some of these and see what we can find out of here. Back issues for $1. Yes, please. Wow, that was awesome. I cannot wait to show you guys what we have found. I mean, it was love Titan Comics, boy. They really know how to put it on for Free Comic Book Day. The next place we're going to is called Great Escape Comics in Marietta, Georgia. Livia, you ready to roll?
Yeah.
Let's see what we can get. All right, folks, we are here at Great Escape Comics in Marietta, Georgia. I don't think I can get through them bushes. I'll have to come on back around. There we go, coming into frame. So let's see what they got. Oh, they got sidewalk sales. Man, oh man, that's gonna be a fun time right here. Let's see what we can find here. Excuse me, sir. So, you've got just, to get in here first, it's just basically a long row here. Some stuff on the walls. And another long row right there. Some stuff in the back, some stuff
Lots to choose from. Let's see what we can find.
All right, again, these places are packed out. This is so much fun. I'm glad to see people are out enjoying this beautiful day. The rain has stopped, sunshine is coming out, families are out here with their kids. I mean, it's really, really awesome to see this. So at Great Escape, look through some things running. You know, I'm trying not to spend too much time at these places because we got to be, you know, hitting all these places up. Time is very short and very precious and limited. So I mostly focused on the sidewalk sale, and I found they were selling these bag o comics for $1.99. I'm getting 6 comics in this pack. They did not want you searching them. So I was like, well, I just kind of have to take a chance. And I noticed you could look on the back. So I immediately started looking for keys, and I found this Thor Annual #1, Volume 6, where it tells the story of how MODOK becomes Mythos. And I believe it also has, yeah, right there, a prelude to a story that came out last year, The Immortal Thor. So very nice to pick this up. I thought it was well worth, you know, the price for $1.99, and I'm getting at least 1 key that's, you know, roughly $4 or $5. Go ahead and pick it up. So very happy to get this. Can't wait to bust this open and see what's in there tonight when we all get home. Livia, are you ready for stop number 3? Yeah. Awesome. She's wearing down. Don't let her fool you. All right, folks, we are here at Dr. No's Comics and Games. Wonderful shop run by the legendary comic influencer, author, creator, Mr. Cliff Biggers. Dr. No's Games and Comics, and we are still in the beautiful town of Marietta, Georgia. In line at Dr. No's, about to go through the line and meet these guys. We got Joe Pruitt, one of the better comic book writers of our generation. In the middle there, doing a sketch. Y'all know who that is. That's Mr. Spider-Man himself, Mr. Mark Bagley. And on the very end down there, in the light blue shirt, is George Ginty, who is currently working on the Mandalorian series. Eisner Award winner for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I mean, 3 comic book legends right here in this very store. Unreal. And I get to meet all 3 of them. Just, so once in a year opportunity. Wow, awesome. That just never gets old. I met Mark Bagley last year, and I got there just as he was about to leave, and he was like, not doing a sketch, I'll sign your book. So he signed my autographed a copy of Spider-Man that I had that he did cover of. But this year I got here early, and I was able to get my sketch. Can't wait to show you guys, and another Amazing Spider-Man comic book autograph. And it was a little minor key that I was able to pick out this year to get signed. George, fabulous guy. Awesome. Did not get my picture with Mark because there was a long line waiting and people were getting anxious, and he's kind of, you know, he's getting kind of ready to leave. So I just kind of cut my visit short. I'll get my picture. Hopefully he'll come back next year. But George Ginty, got my picture with him. Phenomenal guy, great artist. I got a sketch from him of the Mandalorian that he's working on. But I'm going to donate that to the Shepherd's Rest auction gala. Shepherd's Rest is a battered women's shelter that I support and donate items to help raise money to, you know, help these abused and battered women and their families, their children, to help them get on the right track. So I was very happy to get that. Thank you so much, George. Thank you so much for doing that for me. And Joe Pruitt, fantastic comic book writer. I asked him if he enjoyed working on cable, and he said not so much. That he liked his Magneto series that he worked on, so that was his favorite. So anyway, all right, Livia, on to the next spot. But first, we're going to Chick-fil-A because we are hungry. All right, now we are in Kennesaw, Georgia, coming up to Steel Collectibles. Steel Collectibles here in Kennesaw, Georgia. Let's see what we can find here. Another great shop, but I will say this, they had mostly modern comics, like from 2000 up through, you know, the current year, 2024. I did find, what did I find? Did I find one like copper age key? Well, I mean, I think it was just one. Not a lot of older books, mostly modern, but if that's the kind of books you're into and that's the era of your collecting, this is a great place. Steel Collectibles in Kennesaw, Georgia. And finally, we have made it to our last stop. I was going to go to just one more store after this one, but I'm pooped out. I think I'm going to call it a day after this. I am at Urban Pop Comics in Ackworth, Georgia. Good buddy Chris Hamer, he runs this store. He's another guy that's a local artist. He's a comic book creator, and he's done some cover art, some independent work, things like that. Great artist. Let's go in and check his store out, see what we can find. All right, guys, I didn't get any footage out of Urban Pop Comics. I come over here during the summer. I'll give y'all a tour on that one day. I'll probably give you a better tour of all these places we've been to today. It's running late. It's 6:10. Me and this little girl here, we have been running. We left the house. We left the house at 9 o'clock this morning. Oh, yeah. So we're pretty much exhausted. We're done. We're tapped out. Let's get home and show you guys what all we got. It's a lot. Whew. All right, it is late at night, and I'm going to wrap this up. I'm gonna go quick. I got all my notes made, got all my sorting done. So let's give you quick recap of the back issues that I picked up. So first, we went to Titan Comics and Games in Smyrna. I got this Tarzan #1 from Dark Horse Comics. I believe this is the newsstand issue. If it was the direct edition, it would say direct edition, or direct copy, or whatever it's called, above the barcode. And as I looked around on Key Collector, this is a different barcode, and it indicated this was the newsstand copy. The newsstand copy of this comic book came out 2.5 years later from the direct edition. I don't really know why that was, but I found that interesting. Love reading Tarzans and love picking up #1s, as y'all know, in my collections. This is Excalibur 101. It's a little minor key. It's the first mention of the department, which later becomes MI13, which is the British intelligence agency that deals with the paranormal and weird events and all the things that goes on in that comic book series. Battlestar Galactica Starbuck. I just thought that was cool. That just looks like it's going to be some good reading right there. Bullets and Bracelets. It's a #1. This is a single shot from, what's this?
Amalgam Comics. It looks like it's kind of a ripoff of the Punisher and like Wonder Woman and Hawkeye, but it's gonna be some good 90s reading right there. Good, well, I call it trashy reading, but anyway. This was a nice one right here. This is a good key right here. This is Violator #1, written by the great Alan Moore. Alan Moore is the guy who did so many of those classic comics like The Watchmen, V for Vendetta, Swamp Thing, Batman, The Killing Joke. He wrote this book, and this is a key because it's the first appearance of the Flabayak brothers, which are I think this is Violator right here, the brothers of Violator. And it's also the first appearance of the Admonisher, who is like a hitman in this series. Got Ribbit #1. That just, looks kind of interesting. I love my #1s. And this I'm excited about. This is Warlord #63. This is the very first interior artwork of the great Dan Jurgens. Dan Jurgens, as you know, he's the guy that created Doomsday, Booster Gold. He did a lot of Superman stuff. I mean, this was awesome right here. And also, I don't know if y'all noticed on the front, it is a Masters of the Universe preview copy. Now, the ones that were from July through August of 1982, those books command some premium here. I don't know why this one is only like a $3 key, because this came out in November of 1982. And then, as we all know, Masters of the Universe #1 came out in December of 82. I'm going to do some research on this, get in touch with maybe the folks at Key Collector, and maybe this has been kind of overlooked or something. I think it should have some value. Look at that. Oh, that is amazing. I'm going to enjoy reading that so much. But I think this book needs to be a little bit more prominent than what it is, because it's got that in there. It could be the very last preview before you hit the big cuts. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. I may just hit a dead end, so who knows. Here, Marvel Premiere #32. This is another little small key. First appearance of Monarch Starstalker. And he is a space pirate and bounty hunter. So I like that. That's going to be some good reading. Got another Battlestar Galactica. This is Battlestar Galactica Classic from Dynamite Comics. I guess this is supposed to be Dirk Benedict. Kind of favors him from the TV show. I thought that was nice. And again, it's a #1. Bizarre Heroes #1. I thought this was kind of neat as kind of a rip-off of the Fantastic Four. Looks like the outfits and that kind of thing. So those are all the comics I got from Titan Comics. And I picked up 5 posters. These are massive posters. They're those big 36 by 24 posters, huge. At the end of the video, I'm going to show some still shots. I've got these folded out. We'll take a look at them and see those at the end of this part of the video here. Let's see, moving on, we went to, this is the ones, the Great Escape. Here. This is what I got from the Great Escape, the bag of comics. We went there, Great Escape Comics in Marietta. Bag of comics, 6 comics for $1.99. Already know I got this Thor Annual #1, Volume 6. That's a key. It's got the story where MODOK becomes Mythos, and it gives the introduction to the immortal Thor. Sorry, the camera's work is just terrible. I'm not good at moving around with these things. But gives the introductory tale of the immortal Thor. And that's a series that's still ongoing. I gotta hurry up. Okay, moving on. This is what I got at Dr. No's Comics in Marietta. Picked up Firestorm number 65 and Firestorm number 66. 65 is a key comic because this is where Mikhail Arkadin merges with Ronnie Raymond and Martin Stein to form the new version of Firestorm after the nuclear bomb gets dropped on him. And then this one, 66, this is the first appearance of that alien Zuggernaut that wreaks havoc and brings all kind of chaos and stuff. Picked up Captain Atom number 6. This is a good, nice little key. This is the first appearance of Dr. Spectro. Got this one right here. I've never heard of this guy, Agent Liberty. It's a single shot in one issue with all the, I think it's James Gunn, isn't it, that's doing all the DC movies and stuff. I don't know. I honestly think he's going to get some of these little known characters that didn't get a lot of publicity or that DC didn't do a lot with. And I think he's going to, start incorporating them into the movies and TV shows and stuff. I was kind of excited about this. I know I'm speculating, but I'm going to read it and I'm going to enjoy it too. And again, it's a number 1. Love number 1s. This right here to me was probably the pick of the day. Marvel Premiere number 44, featuring the first solo story of the Jack of Hearts. He's picking up steam too. People are starting to talk about Jack of Hearts more, and so to get the first solo story of the Jack of Hearts, and y'all saw in some of my other comic book videos from this year, I picked up Incredible Hulk. I can't remember what number it is, but it had the first cover of the Jack of Hearts. So I may start building me up a little Jack of Hearts collection here. I don't know. I really like this character and I like the story. So, and I got this beauty right here, Silver Sable and the Wild Pack number 1. This is the first solo series of Silver Sable and the second cameo appearance of Ernst Sullivan Noah or something like that. I can't remember. This right here, I got this free because I was dressed up for Free Comic Book Day. I went as Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe. And if you showed up in costume, you could get some, at Dr. No's, they let you have 5 per family. So we got our 5 comics. And then they threw this one in for coming in dressed up. This is, let's see, what is this? I've got, y'all see my little notes over there. This is, Batman and Spawn number 1. This is a key too from a couple years ago. It's the 3rd Batman and Spawn crossover story. And, it's the first appearance of Talon from his alternate universe of like owls or something. So it looks pretty interesting. I'm gonna enjoy reading that. It's done. Got some Todd McFarlane. Todd McFarlane helped with the cover here. I'm excited about that. I like that. All right, here are the autographs and sketches that I got. So as y'all saw in the video, Joe Pruitt was there autographing copies of comics that he wrote. And I had this here, Cable number 73. And John graciously, I keep calling him John, Joe graciously signed this for me. I asked him if he enjoyed writing the Cable series. He said, no, not really. That the one piece of work that he's really the most proud of, the one that he enjoyed the most, was the Black Eyed Kids. So just a little tidbit of information out there for you Joe Pruitt fans. Then I met Mr. Georges Ginty. and he autographed this copy of Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 8, number 23. He talked with me at length about this. He said, "Yep, that's the one I got my Eisner Award on." So this in 2008 won the Eisner Award for Best New Comic Book Series. So he was very proud of that. And then the Mark Bagley The Amazing Spider-Man number 373. He spanked it right there, boy. Just beautiful signature. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Always enjoy meeting these comic book creators. And this year, I asked for some sketches. I was able to get in line at Dr. No's quickly and not have to wait too long in line. Although I did kind of get rushed on Mark Bagley. Time was running out, and I didn't want to hog the line, so I didn't get my picture made with him. But he did do a sketch that I'm about to show you. But the first sketch, let me see, yeah. First sketch I'm going to show you is the one that Mr. Giorginti did for me. George works on The Mandalorian now, and I asked him to draw a little sketch of The Mandalorian that I plan to donate to an auction gala coming up to support a battered women's and domestic violence center in my community called Shepherd's Rest. And they asked me if I had some things to donate, some people at my church that are on the board of that nonprofit organization, and I said absolutely. And if I can, I'll try to get some free artwork that I can donate. And man, oh man, George hooked me up. Look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous Mandalorian right there. It says, "This is the way." Very, very, just very happy with that. Love how that turned out. And my friends that are on the board of that domestic violence shelter, they said they loved it. I'm going to get this framed and matted. And all I did was get it on a cardboard bag board right there. And got that done. And so I'm going to get that gladly. I'll donate to that charity. And hopefully that'll bring some money in to help support their efforts. And then selfishly, I mean, I believe in giving back, but I really wanted this one because I missed out on this next one last year because I got there too late and just didn't have enough time to get a sketch. Mark Bagley did this beautiful, beautiful Spider-Man for me. I was so happy to get that. And it was well worth the wait. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Mark. I don't know if you'll ever see this video or not, but thank you so much. I'm going to frame and mat this, put it up in the man cave. And George, thank you so much for this, for supporting our cause and those women that are trying to get out of a tough situation. Thank you guys so much for that. So moving on, that was at Dr. No's. Then we went to Steel Collectibles in Kennesaw. They had mostly modern comics there, but I did find this Copper Age. It might even be a late Bronze Age. I can't, years are kind of off on me right here. Of the West Coast Avengers, number 10. This is the first appearance of the evil sorceress Headlock. And you can see right here, it says, "Headlock grabs your brain and the Griffin rips your body." Some choice, huh? That's going to be some good reading right there, man. It just looks, I control your brain. So, anyway, I'm going to enjoy reading that. Then I picked this up, Spider-Man Shadow of the Green Goblin. This is a nice little key that came out last month in April. It's the origin of Proto-Goblin, which is the research assistant that Norman Osborn first tested the Goblin formula on. So I'm going to enjoy reading that. That looks very, very nice right there. I like that. this one up, Captain Marvel, Volume 11, number 1. This is the first appearance of Omen and Yuna Yang. So very pleased with that. And I couldn't walk away from that. I mean, that's just gorgeous. Look at that. Thundercats from March of this year. Thundercats number 2. This is the first appearance of Kalika, which is like a calico cat, Thundercat character. And Kalika is actually, she is the new character, the newest Thundercat character. So that's going to be a good story. But look at that cover. I mean, you got Mumra, you got Lion-O, just everybody's there. Just fantastic. Awesome. Then, is this, yeah, really? Yeah, this is it. So we wound up, we finished our day. Oh, Steel Collectibles in Kennesaw, Georgia had these. I don't know if I told y'all, but anyway. So now on to our last stop. It was Urban Pop Comics in Ackworth, Georgia. They were giving out free comic book day books and stuff. And y'all can check out my short that I did on the free comic book day selections we got. But he was also handing these out. And this, I don't know what this is. It says Marvel Must Haves. It's from last month. And it has 3 different stories in there. And they look like, they're not previews, they look like full stories. So I'm gonna have some good time reading on that. This is a thick book too. I mean thick. So that's gonna be some good reading there. And then he had this Barbaric number 1. I didn't really know much about this. It was, as I looked up, let's see, and get my notes here. I lost all my stuff. Just bear with me here, Barbaric number 1. But anyway, it's kind of like a Conan type story. And I've noticed that Barbaric, I think they came out in 2021. They did a lot of homage covers for Conan. So this is going to be interesting to read here. Now this next book that I got at Urban Pop, this is the oldest one that I picked up. This is Tarzan number 199, some Bronze Age goodness right there. Early Bronze Age Tarzan. I just love that cover right there. Look at that. Just the artwork on this. Now, it is a reader copy, sure enough. It is beat to crap. It is got some paper loss. It's very, very fragile. But not a key, but anytime you can pick up some Bronze Age, Silver Age, 12, 15 cent comics for cheap, you need to go ahead and get them. So that's why I picked this up. I loved it. I just thought it was so neat. Because you just don't see that artwork anymore. Carefully spin that. This was a book I was excited to find. Batman and the Outsiders, annual number 1. This is the first appearance of the Force of July, which are these guys right here. So the American flag background. This is just a great looking cover right here. So, got this, Adventures of Superman, number 501. This is the first solo story of Connor Kent. It's got the first solo story of Connor Kent. And Connor Kent is the, what do you call it? I forgot what you call it. Clone, that's it. The first clone of Superman and Lex Luthor's DNA put together to create this superhuman type thing. So, first appearance, first solo series of that. First appearance of Tana Moon is in this book as well. So, I got Legion of Superheroes number 3, 4, and I don't know if you can see that, 15. Legion of Superheroes 3, or excuse me, not 3, 4, 5, and 15. Is that right? 4, 5, and 15? Yeah. So number 4, this one, is a key. It's a little small key. It's the Death of the Karate Kid in this one. This one, number 5, is the Death of Nemesis Kid. And then this one right here, number 14, this is the first appearance of Quizlet, Tellus, Princess Projecta, who later becomes Censor Girl. I think that's it. So, very happy to get these keys right here. I recognized this as a key when I first saw it. I was like, oh, I remember seeing some videos about that. So, happy to get those. And then the last book we're going to feature is Cage number 3, which is the origin of Luke Cage, and it's the first appearance of his dad, James Lucas. So, those are my back issues that I picked up. I know this has been a long video. Hopefully y'all have hung in there with me. Check out some of these still shots from Free Comic Book Day of some pictures that I had made with some of the creators, some of their the sketches and the autographs, and those posters that I was showing you about. Well, that does it. So another Free Comic Book Day in the books. I had a lot of fun. This year, though, was different because I kind of sort of knew what I was doing. And I've developed an eye for, those good quality books and to look out for those key issues and things in those back issue bins. So, tell me what you think. What was your favorite out of the books, posters and sketches and autographs and things that you saw? Tell me what you think in the comments. As always, just like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. Till next time, y'all take care now. Have a good one. Bye.